What's up guys, my name is Natalie and welcome to my Nook of novels. Today I am going to be reading some of the Our Generation doll books and giving you guys my thoughts on them. So this is a video that I've wanted to do for quite a while, but I just haven't yet. I was actually supposed to do a different video today, but this seemed like it was more entertaining, so I decided to do it instead. I used to collect the Our Generation dolls whenever I was a small child, and some of them came with books, so that's why I have these. The ones that I have are Stars in Your Eyes by Susan Cappadonia Love, and it features Sydney Lee. Home Away from Home by Cynthia High, featuring Ginger. The Curious Castle by Susan Cappadonia Love, featuring Reese. The Jumpstart Squad by Julie Driscoll, featuring Juliet. A Song for My Heart by Susan Cappadonia Love, featuring Layla. And Adventures at Shelby Staples, featuring Liliana, I don't know how to say it, by Julie Driscoll. So I think I've read this one already, but I don't remember anything about it, and I'm pretty sure I started this one as well. I'm thinking that I'm going to read 3 of these. They're pretty small. They're for kids. They're about 100 pages, so it's like reading a Magic Tree House book. So I figure I can get through 3 of these in not too large of a time frame. So yeah, I have not decided which ones I'm going to read. I think actually I'm just going to shuffle them up and randomly pick 3. I don't know how to shuffle books. Hold up, actually, plot twist. I am going to put them in a spinner thingy in my phone. Okay, so I have created this little spinner thingy. I'm going to spin it. The Curious Castle is the first one I'm going to be reading, which is this one. Stars in Your Eyes. I don't think it's in focus. I don't know if you can actually see it, but it is Stars in Your Eyes, which is this one. Oh, the ring light is glaring. The Jumpstart Squad. So this one. So these are the 3 that I am going to read today, and if you guys enjoy this video, then I will read the next 3 in a future video. Also, on a side note, before I get started, I just want to point out the lipstick that I'm wearing. It's the funniest thing because it's made in China and it's really strange. It's the weirdest consistency and it's oddly sticky and it smells like when you go to the dentist. So it's terrifying. But I was just looking at my makeup bag and I was like, today is a good day to wear the sketch lipstick, so that's what we're doing. I think it's a vibe. I like it. So we're gonna start with The Curious Castle. Again, I basically know nothing about these. If I had to guess, I'm assuming this girl either goes on a trip and is like touring this castle, or maybe she finds an empty castle and is looking through it. That would be kind of scary, and also I think that's trespassing, but anyway, we shall see. Chapter 1 is called You Quack Me Up. Okay. Guys, there's a glossary. I forgot about that. That's adorable. Okay, there's so many like cringy things, and I think it's so funny because I mean obviously this is a book for children and so it's gonna be cringy. It's also a literal Our Generation doll book, so their friend group, they nicknamed themselves the Forever Friends because there's 4 of them. Oh my gosh, and just the way that they talk reminds me of things that like I would try to write as a child. The way that it's written just, it makes me cringe, but it's funny. It's adorable. I made it to chapter 2. Their bedtime is 8:30. It uses the word practically a lot, which is so weird because I feel like I haven't actually read that word in so long. Maybe it's just me, maybe I just don't realize it, but I don't know. It just seems like something that kids say a lot, but nobody else does. She won this writing contest, and the theme of the writing contest, I guess, was castles, and so whoever wins gets to go and visit different castles and sleep in them and stuff. So that's exciting. That's the premise, it seems like. It's weird because the first chapter seemed to be setting up this thing that she was super excited for and isn't actually going to be going to because she's going to the castle thing instead. So maybe it's going to end up that she gets to go to both anyway, but we shall see. Okay, so it's interesting. She gets the letter saying you've won this writing contest and you're going to get to go on this trip. And apparently there was no date listed anywhere of when the trip was going to be until they saw it on the plane tickets, which I think is so strange. Like, surely to goodness somewhere it would have said, by the way, this is when the trip is, so that people would know if they could actually go or not. Sorry if the lighting is different or like my lipstick is coming off or anything like that. I took a break for a little bit, but I've returned, so I'm going to get back to reading this book. Okay, so all of the drawings in this book look like the actual dolls, which I think it's funny because then you get to this picture and like you have all of them there, right? They're all these doll people and then just look at this dude in the background. I don't know if it's focused. They just gave up when they got to that. They were like, I'm done drawing this picture. I'm just gonna give him a lopsided face. It'll be okay. This whole thing is just so like nostalgic seeming because it's talking about how she loves all these like adventurous stories and everything, and her grandpa tells her all these stories before she goes to bed and everything, and it's just like giving me flashbacks to like being a child and reading these books and like being so excited about them. I mean, obviously now too I do the same thing, but it's just reminding me of like books I read when I was younger. Her favorite color is blue, twinsies. Okay, so she's talking about everything that her parents put in her suitcase, and it's all the stuff that the doll comes with, which is really funny. They like tied that in really nicely. But she's talking about how there's a lime green camera, which the doll comes with. I remember she had like an MP3 player, but she has a travel journal and a passport. I don't know that she had a map though. So for some reason I was picturing this happening at the beginning of the school year. I guess just because it never really mentioned a time frame, because there's no like seasonal vibes or anything, but it's over the summer. So I hate when that happens, when you're picturing something a certain way and then you get halfway through the book and realize you've been picturing it wrong, but it's whatever. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. But that does make sense though, because why would there be like a camp and a trip to Europe in the middle of the school year? Like that would just be dumb. So anyway, but she had mentioned that they were at school, but it was like it's the very end of the school year and summer's about to start. Also, I just noticed there's these little airplane things in the corners of every page. That's kind of cute. Okay, so she asks this girl where she lives and she's like, oh, the Pink Castle. And she's like, what? She lives in a castle? I'm pretty sure that's just a place, like a town or a city or something called the Pink Castle. But I just think it's funny because she's like, what? She lives in a castle? How crazy is that? This really makes me want to be in a long plane ride and read a book. The vibes, you know, because I love long car rides and reading in them, but it just like gives me a headache. Also, usually there's like music playing and so it's hard to focus, but sitting in a plane reading, it sounds like such a vibe. Okay, yeah, I definitely think some of these pictures are just photoshopped it in. It looks like a photo, but then this one looks hand-drawn, kind of. I think the faces are photoshopped and the rest is drawn. Maybe that's why. That would make sense, because a lot of them I'm like, a doll wouldn't move like that, you know what I mean? That definitely makes sense, and that's why this dude's face looks so strange. Anyway, back to reading my book. Oh my goodness, plot convenience. I kind of forgot that the Buckingham Palace is a real place, because that's one of the places they go in this book, and it's in the Enemy series. A lot of it takes place there, so that's why I forget it's real. But all the places, I guess, in that are real too, but I just don't live there. And I'm like, oh, it's a book about zombies, so obviously the places aren't real, but they are. Who is Prince Philip? Because I know the king now is Charles. Oh, he was Elizabeth's husband. So why was he the prince and not the king? Is that just how that works? Okay, that's interesting. So I thought that if you were like the spouse of the king or queen, then you were a king or queen. But that's not how it works. So she inherited the throne, so she was the queen. And he was just married to her, so he was the prince. But then her child now would be the new king. Okay, anyway. So there wasn't a king before. That's why there's not a queen now. Oh, Prince Philip was 99 when he died? Why is nobody talking about that? Wait, Elizabeth was 96. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, Queen Elizabeth is so old. Like, she was really old. But Prince Philip was even older. The more you know. Back to reading my book. Wait, do they not have phone booths here anymore? I feel like she writes too fancily for a small child. It just seems too sophisticated, in my opinion. Okay, this is kind of funny. So she's talking about 3 of the pieces of art they went to see in France, and she's saying only one of them is smiling, so figure out which one by asking a parent to help you navigate the website to figure it out, or just look on page 105 because it tells you the answer. And I'm like, the first option sounds like so much work.
I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guy.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I knew that de nada in Spanish meant you're welcome, but like the actual translation is it's nothing, which makes sense. I'm learning so much from this.
I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I want to visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I want to visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? Flashing red lights, driving at night, windowless ride, feeling alive. Nothing in sight, forever in flight. Follow those lines, we'll make it this time. Blurry street lights, work as a guide to memories that we'll make it tonight. Oh yeah, we'll make it tonight. Yeah. I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I the screen at last. They ain't looking inside for their needs in life. They wanna be liked by everybody in sight, but trust me, being free ain't spotlights. No, it's long nights and it's long fights with yourself all the time to get your mind right. But if you put in the work, you can find the light. Alright, I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do. Life's too short to care about what you can't afford. Memories are in what you explore, so just don't be ignored. Go ask for more, go ask for more. 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing? 'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride.
Okay, so I finished it and it was honestly adorable. I really enjoyed this. I am probably gonna give it 4 stars. I'm gonna see if it's on Goodreads actually to see if it counts towards my Goodreads goal for a book being read. Oh my gosh, they do have it on Goodreads. Yeah, so I really enjoyed this. It was super cute. Just all the childhood vibes and the traveling vibes, and it was just a grand old time. There were definitely some things that I was like, that is cringy. This ring light is too bright. There were cringy parts, but the vibes definitely made up for it. Yeah, this was definitely enjoyable, and I don't know that I'm gonna get to all 3 of these books. I think I might read one more, but this took me longer than I thought. There's also, like I said, the little glossary in the back, which is cute, and then there's this thing too. It's a little color by number, so it tells you what color. Oh, it's by letters though actually, but it tells you what color to paint each thing, and it's a little fireworks show with a castle. That's cute. I might do that. Yeah, I might do that because that's really cute. 4 stars. Would recommend. So I was planning on reading 2 or 3 of the Our Generation doll books for this video, like I mentioned, but because of the amount of time that it took me to read that book and also the amount of footage that I already have from just reading the one, I'm actually just going to be doing the one book for this video. And like I mentioned, if you guys like it, then I can definitely make more of these. I have 6 more books, so I can make this into a little 6-book mini-series thing for is squeaking. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please hit the like button and subscribe if you would like to, and hit the notification bell if you would like to see the other videos that I post on Tuesdays. Comment down below if you collected Our Generation dolls, and if you have any of the books, and if you read any of them. My Bookstagram and Goodreads will be linked in the description if you guys would like to check out either of those. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!